Mike Jones Beats.
BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody had a beautiful day. Hey, yo, check this out. First thing I want to do is I want to give shout out to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady, everybody down there. Shout out to Tampa Bay, the city. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The city of Tampa Bay. Shout out to the city of Tampa. That was a very interesting game last night. I'm pretty sure everybody watched it. It was a pretty interesting game. One thing that I definitely want to say is shout out to that Tampa Bay defense. They put up, it was definitely a terrific job. With all that being said, let's get to what we're going to talk about on the show today before we go through any other criteria. What we will be discussing today is we will be discussing exactly what happened with the Casanova situation. I guess we'll also talk about Casanova two-time situation just in general. I also want to talk about the Tiny situation. 6ix9ine is making a little bit of waves, so obviously we're going to talk about that a little bit. And I want to also discuss, let me see what else I put on the itinerary right here. And I want to discuss the Cardi B thing. I think that definitely still want to discuss everything in relations to Cardi B. Definitely want to discuss what's going on with Cardi B, because I think that that is more, not for nothing, but basically what Cardi B is going through right now is something that we need to discuss, especially if you're an individual that want to be involved in hip-hop just in general. If you want to be involved in music just in general, I think that you might want to have a more well-rounded understanding of what's actually happening in music. So we want to discuss the Cardi B situation also. But before we do any of that, we want to give appreciation to everybody that pulled up to the and did a drop the previous live. Shout out to Yolanda with the 5 euros. Shout out to Yolanda again with the 10 euros. I hate when this app does this right here. Shout out to Every Gilchrist with the $5 drop. Shout out to Raven. Shout out to Chopper with the $5 drop. Shout out to Mind, Body, and Soul with the $5 drop. Shout out to Lex Luger with the $5 drop. Shout out to Lex Luger with the area code 912 drop. Shout out to, I believe this individual, we calling him D Money right now, with the $5 drop. And shout out to, I'm not sure who this is, but we're going to call him D also. He's a South Florida man with the 950 for area code drop. Thank you also for telling us how it was 81 degrees while it was snowing in New York. You are the best, my brother. Actually, all of you guys are the best. I appreciate everybody, not for nothing. Don't let nobody tell you different. If they telling you different, they just lying to you. I don't know no other way to put it. Let's get to roll call real quick, and then let's get to the show. What up, Kendra? What up, Monica Kendra Whitehead? Okay, how you doing today, baby girl? Can we hit that like button if y'all don't mind? Who else we got up in here? What up, Nan? First of all, shout out to BBNNETWORK once again, putting up our website. Go check out our website. Putting up our apparel site. Go check out our apparel site. I'm pretty sure that we have something that you will like. Also, he put up the Cash App. We're trying to get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. So let's go. Who else we got up in here real quick? What up, Non-Bigness? How you doing this morning, my brother? What up, Blade Shine? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is okay. What up, Lovely E? Lovely E says, good morning, Frost and BBN family. Hope all is well. All is well. I'm hoping that all is well for everyone also. What up, Rude? Don't nobody see them dots, Jones. I love seeing them 1 year emojis that's behind James S's. Shout out to James S. Salute, my brother. Oh, you see his smoking feet. I love seeing those 1 year batches that you can see right there behind James S's and Rule. Don't nobody see them dots, Jones. Those are just absolutely great. Real quick, Lovely E also says, I believe prisoners should have a cell phone since they aren't able to be with their families or see them in person. They need some cheering up. You do know what prison is for, right, Lovely E? I'm just curious. You know I love you. What up, Straight Ballin' with the 199 drop. We'll call both drops right now. Shout out to Straight Ballin' with the 199 drop. He says, what's cracking, Frost and the whole BBN fam. And also shout out to Straight Ballin' with the $5 hater drop. The haters. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Shout out to Straight Ballin' with the hater drop. What up, Mark Hernandez? Salty Sacks Creation, salute my brother. Both of you brothers, salute. Salty Sacks and salute everybody on this Monday. That's a whole fact. Don't let nobody lie to you, yo. Who else we got up here? What up, Native Sun? Straight Bowling once again. Dog Soldier. Dog Soldier says, good morning, Jack Frost, BBN family. What up, Vic Star? We got Vic's in the building. I'm over here doing the Ralph Cramden Holmes. Says, good morning, chat. Admins, Frost. Haters. And Bushes. Who else we got up here? What up, Sides Capo? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is well. All right, so let's get to the show real quick. James S says, I knew the Bucks would win. I talked to Sapp before the game. He was in LA doing a podcast. Salute to that. Salute to Warren Sapp also. Shout out to James S with the $5 1 cent drop. It's a petty drop. He's getting extremely petty with the 1 extra cent. Smoking feet. What up, KC Jackson? Haven't seen you in a while. Says Frost, what it look like? Just chilling, my brother. Let's get to the show real quick. Alright, so I want to be clear on something real quick involving the Casanova 2-time situation. One is this. I don't think they were upset with Casanova 2 times as much because he went viral or because he did a TikTok. Even though both of those things that he did are against their policies. For everybody that don't know, right? What up, Xanax? That's against their policies. You're not allowed to, I guess, record and then post the prisoners that you have recorded. It's against their policy. Just so we can be clear. So if there are going to be any kind of ramifications or if there is going to be some kind of disciplinary action, it should be, just to be fair, okay? Just to be fair, if a policy is already in place, you break that policy and then there's disciplinary action to follow, there's not but so much you can say about that. But what I do want to say is, I don't think there's going to be disciplinary action because he just broke whatever that rule was. I don't think that that was the big issue. I think the big issue was he didn't have a mask on. Okay, just so we could be clear, what I believe actually happened there was he was on a, I don't think he had a cell phone, just so we could be clear. I think that he was on one of those visitations. I'm going to tell you what they're saying, that his penalties are going to be in 1 second. But I think that he was on a visitation call. And on the visitation call is when he did that Junebug shit. You understand what I'm saying? So while he's on his visitation call, he did the Junebug thing. I think that's the issue. He didn't have a mask on. So what they're saying right now is that let me see if I can find something real quick. But from what I've heard, they're not going to allow for him to get visits right now at this time for that particular reason. And I think that that's something. I think that might be taking it a little bit too far. I don't think they should stop him from getting visits because he misused his visitation right that one time. I think that we have to have more slaps on the wrist. I think look, he's already locked up in jail. What up, Derek? Copy. That's a fact. Lovely E says you can't record visitation calls. And shout out to Derek. Derek says, what it do? I'm on the way back to take a corona test so he can start the new show, Black Adam. Hey, my brother, if all I got to do is take a corona test, I'm just saying. You're starting a new show, Black Adam. Salute to our brother off down there at Marvel Studios, Derek. We're going to be pulling up there as soon as we get an opportunity. Anyway, so TMZ says... TMZ says that James Casanova's attorney James K tells TMZ, I'm unaware of the specific allegations. However, this does appear to be a harmless infraction under the circumstances. These fellas are in prison with no visits or meaningful contact with their loved ones. It's unimaginably difficult to keep your spirits and faith under such circumstances. Now, with everything that I just said in regards to what up, Prince to Amir, with everything that I just said in regards to, just so we could be clear, that if that was a rule that he broke and they decide that they're going to give him some discipline or whatever the case might be, it's already a pre-existing rule. It's a pre-existing criteria that's supposed to be followed. So with that being said, I don't have anything negative to say about said subject as far as the prison is concerned. But I will say this. Sometimes we should just allow people to do things. Sometimes there's a rule in place. Sometimes there's a situation in place. I think that sometimes we should just turn our heads. And sometimes some rules need to be changed. Right now, we're living in a corona world. I think that they should be much more open-minded with the prisoners because people can't have visitation. You can't have physical visitation with your family and your kids. I'm not looking... What up, Queen Shah? Queen Shah says, good morning, Frost, BB and fam. I'm not looking at that video that he did. Like, oh man, he's trying to go viral in prison. I'm looking at that video that he did like he's trying to cheer up his kids. He's trying to put his mind at ease. He's trying to put the people that love him, like his close relatives' minds at ease. That's how I'm looking at it. Just so we can be clear. I'm looking at it like that. So I don't know how I feel about them disciplining Casanova. And I'm not saying I want anybody else disciplined. But you have a ton of prisons where prisoners is doing whole... There's prisons with TikToks. So I don't know how I feel about Casanova 2 times getting disciplined. I don't know if that's fair. I think that there should be some leeway that we're giving individuals because right now we're fighting Corona. We don't know when Corona is going to be over. Derek says, when I was in Texas Penitentiary, they would take your parole time and good time if you got caught with a phone or proof of using one. Well, right now there's a ton of people with proof that he wasn't using a phone, by the way. This is a visitation that he had. This was a visitation that was recorded by a third party. I think that's another thing. This is a visitation that was recorded by a third party. I don't see no, like I'm trying to tell you, I think the real problem is he didn't have a mask on. What up, Shakes? I think the real issue is he didn't have a mask on. This is a third party recorded this shit. That shouldn't be that hard to go to court and be like, yo, look, my client was doing a dance for his kids. His wife recorded it, and unbeknownst to him, she put it on TikTok. He's locked up in jail. How does he know that she's gonna put this on TikTok? They're upset because of the mask. Don't let them fool you. They're upset because he did not have a mask on. I guarantee you, if he had a mask on, they'd probably be posting that shit on their FBI fucking page. That's what I think. If he had a mask on, they would be promoting the shit out of that. Prisoner goes viral in mask. Fight Corona. That's the way I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think that they're hitting him the way that they're hitting him because he didn't have a mask on. Period. So all y'all guys in jail that's celebrities, understand this. Wear a mask if you're going to do some foolery. Also, just so we can be clear, he did not post it. Somebody else posted it. So I would, if I was his lawyer, I would make the argument. So that means that whenever whenever an inmate has a meeting with their family, they can't dance. They can only look sad. What up, Chapper? That's what my question would be. So hold on. You're trying to tell me that if an inmate has a conversation with his family, he is only allowed to be sad? Because my client didn't post that on the internet. My client was in a meeting with his family. He had no idea he was being recorded. We don't know what we don't know if he had an idea. But he had no idea that it was going to be posted to. We don't know if he didn't tell her to post it. But the point being is, my client did not do these things. I don't think my client should be up. Maybe you should stop that one person from coming to a visit or two. His kids still need to see him. What up, Foot in the Ass Entertainment? And I think that this is the type of time people need to be on. Understanding that this coronavirus situation is serious, and that's 9 times out of 10. That's why they're gonna hit Casanova. It has very little. It probably has zero, damn near zero, to do with anything else other than he did not have on a mask. Better take this shit serious. I'm not talking about the actual coronavirus. Take that serious also. I'm talking about the way that people are treated when they're not taking the coronavirus situation seriously. You better take that seriously. They're not playing with you. Just the people that love him, just be happy that they're not now gonna change him to a whole nother prison, because he's in a pretty safe, easy prison. A lot of these dudes go to say, wait, can I just say something real quick? Nobody's out here questioning Casanova specifically's gangster. I'm also not questioning anybody else's gangster. What up, Marcus Steele? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is cool. Salute. But what I am going to say is this. A lot of these dudes that get locked up and swear up and down that they the toughest, baddest dude, they locked up in the easy prisons. I'm not talking shit, so don't take it that way. But what we don't want is for them to go ship Casanova to one of these prisons or holding facilities where now, you know, it's weirdo shit happening in 5 minutes. He's somewhere where he's relatively safe. He's going to be able to fight his case. We're going to find out what's going on in the case, and then we're going to be able to move on with him. With that being said, let's move on to the next topic real quick, if y'all don't mind. Also, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. Let's get some hated drops going also. Now I see what's wrong. This whole entire time I'm looking at my computer, right? And I'm like, there's something wrong with my... What up, P from Jersey? I'm like, there's something... Don't... If that shit come out, I'm gonna have to turn the whole damn live off. That shit's gonna suck. There we go. I was wondering what was wrong. There was something wrong. It just didn't look right. I didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like the aesthetics of it. Also, for everybody that don't know, I saw the game with my brother the other day. Banger. Shout out to Banger. Shout out to QB. QB. BQ Mommy. I saw the game with them yesterday. I went over there. Shout out to Robin. I went over there. My nieces also. Shout out to. Should I say their names? Because like there's widows out here. You don't never know. Shout out to Baby Randy and shout out to Brooklyn. So basically, I saw the game with them the other day. Had a good time. There was good food. There was good laughs. Played some spades. Hopefully next time I'll get to play some Monopoly. I love Monopoly. I like making deals. So definitely enjoyed myself. I hope everybody else enjoyed themselves when they was watching the game also. I didn't even realize I didn't have nachos. I just thought about that shit right now as we talking. Let's move to the next conversation real quick. Let's see what we got on the itinerary. I want to talk about this TI Tiny thing. I want to move to Cardi B, and then we're gonna end it off with Tekashi 6ix9ine for everybody, so everybody can know. So next, I want to talk about this TI Tiny thing. If you have any questions about Casanova, I'm still answering Casanova questions just so we can be clear. But next, I want to talk about TI and Tiny. I want to say something real quick, and I want everybody to pay attention to this because I think it's important. I mean, you might not, but tell me how important you think this is. 9 times out of 10, as soon as these accusations came out, BET was doing their own investigation. Who thinks that? Could we get a vote real quick? Who thinks that BET started doing their own investigation as soon as these allegations came out? You think BET was doing their own investigation? You're like, nah, man. When allegations came out, BET ain't care about nothing. They was like, just show me the money. Or do you think that BET was like, yeah, we're gonna do our own investigation to make sure that our product, our position in our partnership with the this particular rapper isn't sullied, isn't compromised? You think they did an investigation? You don't think they did an investigation? Personally, I think they did an investigation. Personally, I think they did an investigation. Now check this out, just so we can be clear. Just so we can be clear, right? When they canceled that show's canceled. That show might not be coming back. I'm gonna say that again. That show's canceled. That show might not be coming back. I want you to be clear on this. They don't just cancel shows and then bring them back. How many shows have been canceled for for any kind of claims that might be legal claims that they brought back? Tell me. Can somebody tell me a show that was canceled because there was a problem with one of the people that's a part of the show, and then they brought the show back? Can somebody tell me a show? Because I can't think of one. Anybody can tell me a show? I'm curious. I'm sitting over here. I'm curious. Could we get those likes up, please, so we can send out some notifications? I want to know. I want to know what show got canceled because somebody that was involved in the production of the show, whether they be an actor or a very high executive, got into some kind of legal problem, and then they brought the show back. I want to know what show. Name me a show. Anybody? If you can't think of one, it'd be nice if some people just say they can't think of any, because then I know there's people that's actually, right? The show's done. I'm going to explain something to you real quick. 2.5 Men was canceled because they wanted to fire the guy. They didn't bring the... I can name one. Not 2.5 Men, though. The reason why I'm not saying 2.5 Men, Garrett Crawford, bear with me. The reason why I'm saying the Roseanne show. They changed that to the Tanners. But that wasn't legal problems. Neither one of those was legal issues. 2.5 Men were put on hiatus or canceled because they had a problem with the actual actor. They had a problem with the actual actor in the way that he treated the people. One of the people that started the show. Charlie Sheen wasn't in legal problem. You know, I just said legal problem, right? I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm saying, you know, I'm saying legal problem, right? What legal problem was Charlie Sheen in? He wasn't in any legal problem. He was taken off the show because he was talking trash about the person who wrote the show. Forgot the guy's name. They didn't. Matter of fact, he refused to work. Charlie Sheen refused to work. I'm not asking for just a random show that had production issues. I don't know what the Mexican guy is, and you spelled Mexican wrong, so I need you to explain that. I'm not talking about any random show that had issues, just so we could be clear. I'm saying specifically a show where somebody that was involved in the show had a legal issue. So they put the show on hiatus or they canceled it and then brought it back. Tons of shows been canceled and brought back. You could say freaking Futurama. Roseanne wasn't legal issues, but that's about the closest thing I could think of. For everybody that don't know, Roseanne said something that was considered to be racist, I believe. And they removed her from the show. But in reality, they removed her from the show because she was busy. It was a Donald Trump thing. But that's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother conversation. And that's not something I care to talk about. So no, we can't think of a time where there was a person that was, where a show got canceled because somebody that was part of the show ran into a legal problem. They're not bringing that show back. If they do, it's going to be the first time this shit has ever happened. They're not bringing that show back. First of all, how much does that show make? BET. That's one. Do we really want to bring it back? Shout out to Derek Devers with the $10 drop. He says, for whatever. Whenever you see Derek Devers do that, it's because the haters used to, if somebody do a drop, the haters be like, Jack Frost can't spend that on nothing. He can't do nothing with that money. Like, people used to be crazy. So shout out to Derek Devers. What up, DZ? Salute to DZ. Yeah, it was a racist comment. She blamed it on Ambien. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. I mean, I don't really care for Roseanne anyway. So, what the hell there's not much I can tell you about the situation. I don't really care for her. So check this out. Listen. Check this out. I want to be totally transparent when I say this. Get this. All right? 9 times out of 10, they did their own investigation. If we could agree that BET went and did their own investigation, if we can agree that BET went and did their own investigation, that the people that helped create that show, that the higher ups did their own investigation, which I might not know, check this out. Which I might not know is a lot of these movie studios have the actors followed. Y'all do know this, right? Like if they got an actor or somebody that they whoever, or somebody that they believe might be can compromise their I don't know, whatever the hell they're doing, and could hurt them, They have them followed. They go hire some freaking private eyes, and they have them followed, and they make sure that they keep tabs on them. Just so we could be clear. Isn't Atlanta like the Black Hollywood? So when I hear that BET says, nah, we're going to cancel that show, you don't want to know what that tells me? That tells me that BET believes that there might be something involved in this. BET is trying to remove themselves out of the equation so that if the freaking hammer falls, they'll fall from it. BET doesn't want anybody to say that T.I. and Tiny was using that show in order to be able to get people to tranquilize and have sex with. BET is trying to say, look, we don't want no parts of nothing that's going on over there. Charlie Sheen, once again, non-bigness. Charlie Sheen did not have a problem with the law. I'm not going to keep going over this, but if you want to just say Charlie Sheen, shout out to you. So check this out, just so we can be clear. T.I. and Tiny got an uphill battle to fight. You want to know why? Not because of the girl Sabrina. Because they damn friend came out and spoke out of turn. That's why T.I. and Tiny is messed up. Yo, check this out. When I look at the things that piss me off the most about how individuals might be doing something that might be hurting what we're doing over here at the BBN, of course I'm like, screw the haters. But haters need somebody on the inside to help them. The haters can't do nothing from the outside. The hater needs somebody on the inside that's pretending to be cool with you, helping them. Sometimes they trick the person. Sometimes the person just really ain't cool with you. That girl went on that live and freaking confirmed that they do go out there and they target people for sex. When she said that Sabrina used to be the person that used to go get the people. You're basically saying, yeah, that thing that they're being accused of is true. Tell me where I'm wrong. That girl went, started talking, and that's the reason why BET says, you know what, this is too much smoke. Isn't BET owned by the Japanese now? Quick, for everybody that don't know, Japan has a porno problem where they don't have enough men. It's like one man to every like 2,000 women. So just something to think about. Yeah, she threw everybody under the bus. She was a whole idiot. She was a whole idiot. But this is what you have to expect when people don't have any training, no training. They don't know what to say. She don't got no training. She don't got no training. She don't know she don't know not to say nothing. I'm gonna give you a perfect example, all right? Hold on. Listen to what I gotta say right here before anybody say anything. Listen to what I gotta say. Damn. Listen to what I gotta say. I'm gonna reference a Tekashi thing real quick. You know how different all of this would have been, like the way Tekashi was received. Just my opinion. You tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right. I want to know you guys' opinion on this. If Tekashi would have came out and instead of saying screw those people, everybody's doing the things, everybody's a snitch, there's mad snitches out of here, ha ha ha, screw them, they rat bastards. And if he would have came out and said, instead of throwing it in people's face, if he was more contrite, saying, well, you know, I have my back against the wall. I didn't know what all of this was about before I got involved. I didn't know this person was going to be doing this. I didn't know that that person was going to be doing that. I thought I was supposed to just be making music, and these guys was going to have my back. And then he explained himself behind that. And then after that, you could say, well, you know, there's snitches all over the music industry. This person, Rock Nation, damn thing. This person, Rock Nation. Rock Nation's ran by a person who snitched on a whole drug cartel. I get it. People are upset at me. I get it. I wish we could go back and change things and make things different. No, there was a time where we had some good stuff going on. No, we was running the game. You see how we had the whole America going crazy. We had the whole world going crazy. And then throw out a quick Treyway. Not differently he would have been received. Rather than saying, yo, look, I got a list of all of the people that snitch. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. And then if he wanted to talk about the people that snitch, he could be like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'm content. Pull out a name. Explain the situation. While he's talking to the person that's interviewing him. It would have been a totally different situation. That's what I'm trying to say in revolves to Homegirl. What up, Watch Games? That's what I'm saying involved with Homegirl. Homegirl just came out and said, how are you throwing? Basically, Homegirl said, how you throwing stones and you live in a glass house? You was helping them get the girls to freaking do the thing too. You was helping them get the girls to traffic. And also, I didn't hear nothing about trafficking females yet. Because somebody explained to me how that word is even used. Where were they trafficking females? Because I haven't heard anything about trafficking females. That's another reason why I think this is just a smear campaign. Because somebody tell me where they were trafficking the females at. Because I don't know where they was trafficking females at. How are they trafficking females? Because somebody put me on the game? Were they doing what R. Kelly was doing? Were they flying females from one place to another to have sex with people? Were they kidnapping females and taking them all over the place? Were they, I guess, I don't know. Are they saying because they was holding females against their will? That's still not trafficking. Ain't that kidnapping? DSTN says, I know Nelly, I'm glad he ain't do nothing around Ali now. He probably did do something around Ali. Ali called him a rapist. And there were allegations about Nelly rapes in the past. I don't know how much credence we should lend to it. But there has been allegations about Nelly allegedly raping people in the past, just so we can be clear. Chopper said, not in Atlanta with all the STDs down there. I'm gonna let you know right now. Yeah, I'm not really interested in really. I'm scared of Atlanta. I've been hearing about the AIDS rate in Atlanta for the last 15, 20 years. I'm scared as shit as Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment going state to state is trafficking. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Like, it has to be something more. Like, is there something that we're not hearing? Because I'm not hearing anything regarding T.I. and Tiny. That is that window open? I'm not hearing nothing in regards to T.I. and Tiny that constitutes trafficking. Hey, y'all want to see? For everybody that don't know, I posted this the other night. This is how it looked outside of my window last night. I'll post another one tonight. We'll see what that's a stat. That's Empire State Building over here. That's Empire State Building right there. If you go to my IG, you would be able to better see how it was lit up. It's actually lit up 3 different colors, but you can't tell because the yeah, so that's all I'm saying in regards to that. I want to know how it's trafficking. I need somebody to explain to me how it's trafficking. As far as I can tell, what they're being accused of currently is not trafficking. As far as I can tell. So could somebody tell me what the hell they was trafficking? I need somebody to tell me. I got it posted on IG, so y'all can go to IG and y'all can see the picture in y'all can see a better of the picture. It's posted on IG on all of the accounts, so you'll be able to see it better on IG. But let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. I be forgetting to say that. So I want to know what the trafficking is. Cause somebody tell me what the trafficking is, cause I keep hearing about trafficking, but I don't know exactly where they're saying that this trafficking is occurring. Where's this trafficking occurring? I need somebody to tell me. I need somebody to put me on the game and tell me exactly where this trafficking is occurring. I don't know where the trafficking is occurring. Also, when I hear trafficking, doesn't that also mean somebody's paying for something? I digress. What we got? Let's move to the next subject real quick, because I need as we move from subject to subject. If you have any questions about Casanova, if you have any questions about T.I. and Tiny, I will then respond to those also. But right now, it looks really bad for T.I. and Tiny, for the simple fact that their benefactors, BET, have removed themselves out of the equation. And also, I want to know, does anybody know if Expeditiously is still being filmed? Does anybody know if they are still doing Expeditiously? I'm curious. DSTN says it's when people is exploded sexually for pay. Okay, but just so we could be clear, are you saying that just so we could be clear, so that means that anytime there's any kind of prostitution, you could say sex trafficking, right? So why isn't it used more frequently? It just seems to me like people are trying to just make sure that they make this, and if the allegations are correct, this is bad. Let's not be coy, all right? Let's just keep it a stack. If these allegations are true, this is a terrible thing. But it seems to me like people are trying harder to make this a to word this in a manner to further, to make sure that they're demonizing T.I. and Tiny greatly. I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. I'm just saying that's what it sounds like to me. Because there's a lot of things that you could say before sex trafficking. Like, once you think of sex trafficking, I'm not going to lie, I'm thinking you're doing something with little kids. I'm going to keep it a stack. I'm thinking you kidnapping people. I'm thinking you taking people from one country to another country, dropping them off somewhere where they don't even know the language. Like, that's what I'm thinking. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. What up, mind, body, and soul? How you doing? She says, pray they're not the fall guys. You never know with these you never know what people are doing. You never know what people are doing. I'm gonna move to this Cardi B thing real quick. I'm trying to make sure that we get opportunity and time to talk about all topics. I know sometimes we get bogged down talking about one topic for an extremely long period of time. So I want to get to all topics, and then we can decide what we want to talk about the most at the end of the show. So I want to get to the Cardi B topic real quick, if y'all don't mind. I want to say this because I think that this is lost on a lot of people when we discuss hip hop and rap, right? Y'all know the song Summertime? By Will Smith. Hold on. I just want to say this real quick. Y'all know the song Summertime? That was written by Rakim. Don't let nobody lie to you. They trying to rewrite history and say that Rakim didn't write it. That song was written by Rakim. Go listen to the song now. The next time you hear the song Summertime, listen to it. That was written by Rakim. You can hear Rakim in it. You can hear his flow. You can hear his cadence. That song was written by Rakim. Now, Eric B. recounted the creative differences between Rakim and him surrounding the LP. Eric B. says, I remember I did a record in the studio. Hold on. Why don't we pull it up so everybody can see it? I want y'all to see this. Because I want y'all to I remember I did a record in the studio and the other producers went back behind my back and told Rakim, yo, Rod, that record is soft. You shouldn't do it. The record turned out to be done by Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. It turned out to be Summertime. That's the record I did. The engineer went up and played it for them. In that March interview, Combat asked if that was why Will Smith apparently rapped like Rakim in the 1991 Jive Records platinum hit. Eric B replies, yes, exactly. Neither half of the duo has been credited in the Will Smith. So now look at this. You hear what Eric B is saying? Now look at what Rakim says. Nah, it was iconic that me and Eric B had sampled Kool and the Gang Summer Madness and we had it ready to go. But when they came out with it, a lot of people thought it was me because of the style he used. But it was one of those things where that was them. I didn't write it. That was all DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Hold on. Rakim also explained that Eric's production was never passed upon by him and the other producers and the engineers working at MCA records albums. It was something Eric B had in the back burner, know what I mean? Again, it was something that we wanted to use, but we felt like the time wasn't right because of the choice of all the records I had on the album. Now, check this out. I want to be extremely clear about this. I believe Eric B, by the way. I think Rakim is being humble. I believe Eric B, by the way. Listen to it again. Listen to the song. Anybody that heard the song, you already know what I'm talking about. No, they didn't steal anything. It was a reference track. Rakim, Eric B worked on the thing. They created a track, a reference track. Instead of them using it, Eric B played it for somebody else because Rakim didn't want to use it. Rakim didn't want to use it because the freaking people said that it was too soft for him. Now go listen to the damn song again. That's Rakim 150%. I don't care what he say. But when you're a ghostwriter, you can't tell people who you wrote for. Now, I say all that to say this. Cardi B has a ghostwriter. That doesn't mean that she's not a good performer. I know people who can write their asses off and can't perform. Now, with that being said, could any of y'all picture Rakim doing Summertime? Who here could picture Rakim doing the song Summertime? Not me, I can't. Who in here could picture Rakim doing Summertime? Who could picture that? Who would see Rakim doing Summertime and think, you know what, this is the shit? Or would you think, wait, hold on, this don't fit. This music don't fit with his character. What up, Lex Luger? So this is what you got to understand. A lot of these rappers, and I am in no way trying to disrespect Will Smith. Just so we can be clear, I am in Will Smith legend. I am not disrespecting Will Smith at all. In no way. Shout out to DZ with the Oakland 510 drop. It's nickel and dimes. I'm still working on the jump off. I in no way, in zero way, am trying to disrespect Will Smith. Okay? Will Smith is literally one of our best everythings of the freaking last 20 or 30 years. Actor, first guy to win a Grammy. He's killing social media. For everybody that don't know, I don't know how it is outside of New York City, but Summertime played every summer for like 20 years. Every time the summer came, Summertime was the jam. I don't know how it is outside of New York City. But inside of New York City, I'm assuming in Philly also, I don't know. But in New York City, every summer, you heard people bumping Summertime. That was the shit. Will Smith is a legend. Name me a... Name me a performer who has as many boxes checked as Will Smith. Will Smith was making $25 million a movie at one point. He was the highest paid man in Hollywood. First rapper to win a Grammy. Thank you, DSCM. #1 on the Cookout playlist. Salty says it was huge in Detroit. I don't think Will Smith's rap career sucked in comparison to his acting, because I remember when I don't know, I'm a lot older than a lot of y'all. I'm older than quite a few people, but what people don't realize is when Will Smith actually was making music, when Will Smith was making music, yeah, he was doing numbers. He was doing numbers. His music just didn't age well. Not all of his music aged well. But before Will Smith was the actor on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith was doing numbers. For real, for real. Just so we could be clear. Is his acting career better? I'm not even gonna, obviously. But I'm saying his rap career was phenomenal. He's the first rapper to win a Grammy. And as far as with the whole Rakim thing, do y'all ever hear Eminem and Rakim talk about the songs that they wrote when they was working in Death Row? So you think Death Row went and got Rakim, and Rakim didn't help nobody pen no music? But that's a whole nother story. You here to argue. Shout out to you. That's somebody I heard. Yeah, we need more feel-good music. That's a fact. That's why Will Smith, that's another reason why Will Smith music didn't age well. When you make music that's trying to make people feel well in this climate that we living in and feel good and feel positive, it's not gonna, and I'm not saying that, you know, in any, you know, how I feel about a thing. I'm just saying factually, it's just not gonna age well. It's just, that's what it is. Shout out to Lex Luger with the 912 drop, with the area code drop, 912. He says, Tariq Hill made G8 look bad last night. He couldn't even get the rock. That wasn't his fault, man. That was not Tariq Hill's fault. When you're a wide receiver, they got to get you the rock. That's the talk to the coordinator, the offensive coordinator. Now, if he would have been fumbling the ball, drop passes, then I'd be like, yeah, he made them look bad. He ain't make G8 look bad. Tampa Bay was just ready. That's it. Give Tampa Bay's defense their credit. Let's give them their flowers while they still here. For real, for real. Tampa Bay worked. You said that's like trying to fight the return of the Mac. Facts. I can't see ninjas knocking over table with that as a backdrop. First they double covered Tariq Hill all night. I'm gonna real quick, since we let's talk about sports real quick. I'll address this comment. This is something, because especially since he did a drop, so I'm gonna address the comment. I want you to understand something. When you double a shorter receiver, it's harder for the quarterback to get the ball to him. Tariq Hill was how tall? Hold on, let's see how tall Tariq Hill was real quick. Because I don't know. I'm assuming he's not a very statuesque. He's 5'10", so he's about my height. Right? So I just want to, people that, about football, when you have a short, fast wide receiver and you can't get the ball out to him, You can't get the ball out to him. That's why they do those reverses. That's why they do wide receiver screenplays. Because you want to get the ball to Tyreek Hill in open space. You don't necessarily have to throw a 30-yard bomb to him. You don't necessarily got to throw him a slant route. You just want to get him the ball in open space. So the fact that he did not get the ball in open space, I'm going to blame that on the offensive coordinator not being prepared, not having them plays not ringing them plays up. That's all I'm going to blame that on. I'm assuming that Mahomes don't call all of his plays himself. Both starting, well, there's more than one starting, there's 5 starting offensive linemen. But yes, there was a couple offensive linemen also that didn't play because they didn't play. So just so we could be 100% clear, I don't blame Tyreek Hill for not being able to get the rock. You got to get him the rock. He's a wide receiver. I played wide receiver before. You got to get him the rock. What up, Chemo Savvy? There was a couple of calls also. There was a couple of calls that was made, and it looked like they was just trying to help Brady. You want to know why you don't talk shit to a Tom Brady? You want to know why you don't talk shit to a Michael Jordan? Because they can put pressure on the freaking refs. Okay? That's why you don't talk shit to these guys. You don't talk shit to a Kobe Bryant. You don't talk shit to a LeBron James. They can put pressure on these refs. These refs are humans also. Mahomes. Lex Lucas said they played like the Weeknd was at quarterback. It was in Pop Warner, but yeah, I used to play wide receiver a little. Yeah, so just understand that. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta, when what's this dude name? When Tyrone Matthew, whatever his name is, the Honey Badger, when he started talking shit to Tom Brady, I already knew Tampa was gonna win. We're not doing that. You're not gonna talk shit to Tom Brady and then get calls. Alright, so some people you gotta be shut. Don't talk. KC been holding wide receivers all, yeah. You seen that? As soon as Honey Badger start talking shit, they stopped letting KC hold, and they was holding. They was holding. This is football. There's holding on almost every play. I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. This is football. There's holding on almost every single play. This is football. Okay? There's holding on almost every play. This is football. It's either holding at the line. There's holding when the wide receivers is trying to get out. It's holding on almost every play. All the refs got to do is decide that they're going to call it. So don't talk shit to the GOAT. Don't talk shit to the best player playing in the game currently. Because what's going to happen is you're not going to get the benefit of no doubts. And they're going to be real quick to be like, beep. Anyway. Yeah, penalty could be called on every play. This is a fact. They should have just not talked shit. As soon as they couldn't hold no more, it was a wrap. I'm telling you what it was. They not gonna let you. For one, they not gonna let you hold Tom Brady receivers but so much. All right, let's just keep it a stat. He couldn't hold. That is. That is what it is. All right, so I want to get to this. I want to get to this. The Buffalo Bills or the Baltimore Ravens would have gave the Buccaneers a better game. Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. But I don't know. We don't know what the Tampa Bay would have did when playing against those guys. Salty Sack says Bucks playing KC in November and losing to them was the best thing. That's just like when the Giants played New England the last game of the season, lost by this much, and then beat them in the Super Bowl. Yeah. For everybody that don't know, Tampa Bay has one of the best coaching staffs. The majority of them is black, and they also didn't get, no team tried to even hire any of those people from Tampa. What up, Khabibs? They just figured out how to beat them. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's it. To be honest with you, these dudes used a lot of their tactics. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. Not for nothing, but Tampa Bay used a lot of their tactics a lot of the tactics that the Giants used. They basically just kept pressure on Mahomes the whole game. Mahomes was throwing passes, laying on the floor like this, flinging the rock. Perfect fucking, I don't know. That guy's freaking phenomenal. That's why I'm saying it's not Mahomes' fault. I'm gonna put it on the offensive coordinator before anybody else. I didn't think that, like, sometimes you just gotta line up and hit the other dude in the mouth. I don't know no other way to say that. Sometimes you gotta just line up and just hit the other dude in the mouth. No trick plays, no nothing. We need to impose our will on the other team, period. And I don't think I don't even think they attempted to do that as a team. Freaking Kansas City, I don't even think they attempted. And that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to line up and hit the other team in the mouth. That's a fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. I'm just telling you. That's a fact. That wasn't no preseason game. Brady was there for real, for real. Shout out to Salty Sack with the $5 drop. The hater. This is a drop for the haters. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Does anybody know what the 5 fingers said to the face? We definitely got videos dropping today, by the way. I've been working on something, so it is what it is. But we definitely got videos dropping today. Just so we can be clear. Definitely videos dropping today. Come on, clear that up. Also, go cop your BBN merch at our BBN shop. Also, if you haven't been through the I gotta start doing this periodically during the show. Also, if you haven't pulled up to our website yet, go pull up to the BBN website. I'm pretty sure. I'm telling you right now, we got tons. We got new articles up right now. There's one about Tony Dungy. We got one about academics and Tekashi. Some stuff on the stock market, obviously. So go pull up over here. We got Eric Mack. He's writing sports. He's doing an incredible job. I'm not gonna lie. I stopped. You see that picture? I didn't know if I was like, is that real? But no, that's not real. That chick is not real. The boobs was just. I was like, wait, what? So go pull up over there. Also, go pull up at our apparel shop. I'm pretty sure that we got something that you will like. I'm pretty sure that we have something you would like. Get some of this green team merch. We got Harlem merch, Brooklyn merch. We got popular Lona merch. Go pull up at the BBN apparel shop. I am 100% sure we have something that you will like. Anyway, I be forgetting to do that. Everything's pinned, by the way. So everything's pinned. Also, let's hit the like button. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. I'm looking at a thing. Hold on. Very comfy. Thank you, Queen Sha. Queen Sha has copped some of the merch. Biggest size? Hold on. The biggest size of what? Just so we can be clear. This shirt right here goes off at 5XL. Do you need it more than a 5XL? I don't know. I don't know what you need, and I'm not trying to make jokes. But that shirt goes to a 5XL. Let's see the sweater right here. I've been trying to cop the sweater. Don't never got the size I want, though. Shout out to this shit. This shit is always sold out. That shit is crazy. That shit is always sold out. That shit is bananas. I don't know why. What the fuck, yo? Part of my language. Go get your Bronx Broadcasting Network stuffs. I don't know. I was trying to see whatever. Different things is at different sizes. I don't know no way to tell you. As you can see, that one piece of merch, it just they don't. I don't know. I can't even buy it for myself, so I don't know. It's always sold out or something. I don't know. Let's look at this one real quick. What's the size? This goes up to large. You know? XL. I don't know what size you looking for, homie. I don't know. Go cop some merch, man. Go cop some merch. Send us some pictures we be posting. Cop some merch we be posting. I just want to show you that real quick for anybody to be have any questions. When I ask y'all to cop merch, it's because I would like to post you guys in the merch that you copped. So go cop some merch. Yes, we also reposted you. Let's repost Sule again today. Let's do some more reposting today, just in general. Make sure we get to that. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. Yeah, let's make sure we gonna do some more reposting today. So if anybody got any merch, make sure that y'all send me some pictures today. We doing more reposting today. That's what's up, Chopper. Chopper. Let's move on. We was talking about Cardi B. We was trying to talk about Cardi B. Then y'all brought up the other conversation, and we went with that. So this is what I want to say about the Cardi B thing, real quick, just in case y'all want to keep it moving. I don't blame. I don't think Cardi B should be able to be sued. Somebody else went and found the song, wrote the song, brought it to Cardi. Cardi then just recorded the song. I don't believe she should be able to be sued. I think, if anything, the people that should be able to be sued is the people who gave it to Cardi. Period. I don't think Cardi B should be able to be sued. She didn't write it. She's not even claiming to have written it. She's not trying to take anybody's properties. Also, just so we could be clear, intellectual properties, IPs, and just so we could be clear, I want to be clear on this, right? And this goes for anybody that don't understand how the law works. You can't steal somebody's intellectual properties. You can't. If let's say there's a thing that everybody says, like, you're fired, right? Donald Trump tried to freaking copyright that, trademark it, right? I believe they didn't let him. Reason being, it's something that somebody universally says and does. But now let's say I have an intellectual property that I create. It's mine. I create it. Don't nobody else use it. I've been using it for years. Somebody else tries to come along and tries to claim ownership of it. They're screwed. I'm going to sue them into the dirt. Just so we can be clear. This has nothing to do. This is not snitching. They're going to try to make you think that it's snitching because they want to have the opportunity to steal my shit. So they're going to be like, yo, this guy's a snitch. All I did was try to steal his intellectual property and he sued me. Yep. Salty Sack says, didn't YouTube just pass something about using visuals? Yep. So if you're on YouTube and people are using your visuals and trying to steal your intellectual property and do things that is outside of, you know what you do? You let the lie live. You let them do it for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and then you go to YouTube where there's no way in the world that they can be able to backtrack and destroy their whole channel. That's what you do. It's business. That's a fact. You destroy their whole channel. You say, okay, you're stealing something from me. Not a problem. You complain to YouTube once or twice. Don't make a big deal about it. And then you make a big deal about it after they just have too much of it going on for them to deny what they're doing. I'm used to people lying. Like, I'm used to, like, real talk. I'm used to catching people in whatever bullshit they doing and then them lying and me not letting the lie live long enough for me to be able to prove it. Because the people that they're lying to want to be on their side. You understand what I'm saying? YouTube don't care about being on nobody's side. They don't want to get litigation against them. They don't want the FCC in their business. I'm just telling you what facts is. So for anybody that you might be a YouTube content creator and what you're currently going through is somebody, because I see it all the time. Like, I'm not even getting into this because I don't really care about this. But I see this all the time. People will try to steal your IP, try to steal your intellectual property. And if you try to do anything to prevent them from stealing your intellectual property, they're going to start talking about snitching and shit. It's not snitching. If somebody raped your kid and you tell the police, is that snitching? If you create something, that's your intellectual property. That's your kid. Hold on. Chopper says she's not going to be sued. They have no case against her. I don't think. I think they have zero case against her. I think it's a waste of time to even attempt to sue her. Chemo Sabi says she's making money off that record. I think she'll pay them off. We'll see, unless the song got copyright. First of all, there is a ton of people jumping out of the woodwork saying that she needs to pay them. So which ones is she going to pay? There are a lot of people claiming that song is theirs. So who is she going to pay? That's the first thing. The second thing is, if they were going to pay somebody, like she said it off the rip, she would have just paid them in the beginning. Like I said before, Cardi B don't write. So she don't think that there's nothing wrong with just paying the person who wrote the song. So when you try to sue a Cardi B and she goes to court saying, wait, hold on, I bought this song, I bought that 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 song. Why wouldn't I have bought this song? Yeah, he tried to trademark Taco Tuesday. That's, yeah, come on, stop that. Yeah, but no matter who gets paid, it should not come out of Cardi B's money. Cardi B didn't do anything wrong. DSTN said Cardi is not liable as an artist. That depends on the writing staff. She never claimed ownership. The management said staff holds liability. Yeah, Cardi B is in no way responsible for whatever snafus that could have happened, whatever shenanigans that could have went on regarding this particular situation. Cardi B is in no way liable. She has zero liability in my belief. There's no way that she should be held liable. That's my belief. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But I don't see any reason why Cardi B should be held liable when she didn't write the song. She's not claiming to have written the song. She's not out here telling people she's a songwriter. But like I said, the problem is that there's too many people claiming that they wrote the song. So who do you pay off? When you got 6 people over there claiming they wrote the song, 6 people over there claiming they wrote the song, 6 people over there claiming they wrote the song, who do you pay off? That's the question. Now you have a totally different issue. You have a totally different situation. That's the problem. I think that's the problem, and that's the issue. I was listening to something this morning. I want to talk about something. I listen to Wallow every morning. I appreciate the brother. Don't get me confused. So Wallow, I'm gonna let y'all hear it. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all hear it because I just got something to say on this in regards, and I'm not I'm in no way trying to say anything against the brother or anything like that. I mean, I absolutely respect them. I respect what they're doing. I absolutely enjoy their platform. I think that those guys are extremely entertaining and smart and know what they're doing. So I appreciate them. But I think sometimes people genuinely do want to help and be beneficial towards and help a person out of a situation, but they don't know what the person is fighting against. So what might look like help, like the person is trying to give them help and you're like, man, I'm trying to give this person help and they're not accepting it. What you got to understand is there's probably been 10, 15, 20 other people that came in the same manner, making it look like they're trying to help the individual and they're not. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that we got to keep things like that in mind sometimes when we're talking about how we're trying to help a person do something, or we see a person, we might think that they're talented. We're trying to, we really are probably trying to help a person. But I want y'all to hear this real quick.
And it's cool if you don't know, but don't not know things and be unhelpable. And nobody can tell you nothing, but you don't even know what's going on. But every time somebody try to bring value to you, somebody try to bring information to you, somebody try to, upgrade you, update you with the reality of life and things is going on, you act like you know everything. Don't be unhelpable. Don't be uncoachable. You got people out here talking about, oh, I want a ring in life. I want to be in a championship of life. But you ain't coachable. Nobody can coach you. Nobody can tell you anything. You got it all figured out. You just can't. You're not receptive to nothing that's going to add value to your life. But if it's some bullshit, oh, come on, let's bring it. If it's some bullshit people, some bullshit mentalities, you open to it. You wide open to it. You enjoy that. But as soon as somebody try to bring value and introduce you to that championship lifestyle, you don't want that championship lifestyle because you got it all figured out. Oh, I don't want that. I'm cool. I know what's going on. Oh yeah, you know what's going on, but you never got a ring before. Stop being uncoachable, and it's just like that. You know how many people?
First, I don't think he's wrong. Just so we could be clear, I don't think he's wrong at all. I think that there are some people out there that are just uncoachable. That's a fact. Now, with that being said, if you ever was in any kind of meeting with me, if you was ever in any kind of meeting with me, ever, about anything, right? There's two things that you will know about Jack Frost, and just generally speaking. And the first thing is, I'm extremely receptive to ideas. Extremely receptive. That's one. I'm not talking about we in the chat and people just randomly saying things, because I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're talking about. If you come into my chat and you just randomly just trying to just throw out shit, I'm just good. Like, it is what it is. But if you ever been in a meeting with me, with anyone, and you heard me talking, or I was listening to you talk, you'll know I'm extremely receptive. I think that the real measure of intelligence is understanding someone else. That's the real measure of intelligence. Understanding something outside of who you are. Understanding whether it be a principle, whether it be a feeling, an emotion, whether it be an understanding outside of who you are. Outside of what your normal cadences are, what your normal lifestyle would be, your normal preferences. Being able to understand something that is either bigger or smaller than you. I think that that's the true sign of intelligence, because from there you can work with anything. Now, with that being said, I don't think I have the best ideas. I think I'm really good at coming up with ideas that already exist, but breaking it down in a way that it could work. They got a podcast called No Ideas Original, and I'm not arguing. I think for the most part, no idea is original. Any idea I've had, the majority of the ideas I've had, not any idea, but the majority of the ideas that I've had, I've actually been inspired, right? But I've literally have had ideas that no one else has ever thought of. I'm pretty sure you have also. So I don't 100% agree with that, but I understand the concept. And me being able to understand the concept, whether I agree with it or not, is a sign of intelligence. Now, let me explain this real quick. I've had people come to me the same way to be helpful. The same way that some of the people came to me that wanted to hurt me, that wanted to destroy the BBN network, that wanted to do bad. The same exact way. So maybe sometimes people aren't uncoachable. Maybe sometimes people just need to know that the person that they're working with don't have their worst interest in mind. Maybe that. Because some of us is used to people pulling up to us with their worst interest in mind. Some of us is used to people pulling up to us thinking that if this thing don't work out, I'm just going to destroy him. If this thing don't work out, I'm just going to attack him. I got people right now that call themselves my friends, but I know for a fact hang out with people that want me destroyed. And when we get to wherever we're going, and those particular individuals is seeing that I'm just not dealing with them, it's not going to be nothing personal. It's not going to be on the level of I don't like you, because I don't. It's not about me liking you or not liking you. It's about when you, if you mess with me and if you deal with me, if you F with me, if I'm somebody that's cool, you wouldn't be out there entertaining individuals that you know want to destroy me. I don't believe in that. I could be friends with both enemies. I just don't believe in that. The only way you could be friends with both enemies is if you never talk about the other with the other. Period. There's no discussion. There's no talk. And even on that level, you could be influenced to just do things that might hurt another person's life. Now, I'm going to say something right now, and I need everybody to be extremely clear, because this is the whole reason why Tekashi is on the list today. Gang culture runs hip-hop. The problem is the majority of the gang culture that we see and we recognize is dirty culture. It's not the part of the gang culture that's about unity. It's not the part of the gang, and there's all parts of the gang culture that's about unity. All right, just so we can be clear. It's not the part of the gang culture that's about unity. It's not the part of the gang culture that's about being helpful to the community. It's not the part of the gang culture where we're going to build together. The part of the gang culture, that part of the gang culture is also in hip-hop. But the part of the gang culture that we get the biggest deal of is the one where set tripping, for lack of a better term. Arguing amongst each other. Arguing with each other. Trying to hurt each other. I was looking on YouTube the other day, and I'm going to tell you something that I found disturbing. The thing that I found disturbing was this. In order for YouTubers to get their channels popping, they literally have to be as toxic as possible. The more toxic you are, the more money you can make on YouTube when you're talking about gang shit. But the more you're talking about other shit that is not gang shit, you know, unless you're a big name like Willie D, salute to Willie D. It isn't beneficial to you. So I wanted something to be clear. I'm not on YouTube to talk gang shit. I'm on YouTube to talk human shit. I'm on YouTube to talk about human things. Now, if it affects you and you happen to be in a gang, okay. If it affects you and you happen to be a regular, everyday citizen, okay. That's what I'm here to do. So for everybody that thinks that I have to start talking more gang stuff or doing more gang stuff or being involved in more gang stuff in order to make money, I don't even want to get paid like that. I'm just keeping it stacked. I don't want to get paid having to be toxic. I don't care for that. I mean, I get it. And I think that if that's the way that you prefer to go, I think you should. Who am I to tell anybody anything? But I want you to keep in mind every single individual. Tekashi was on top of the world. In the gang that he was involved in, you had people that just wanted to be about business, make their money, go home to their family. But you also had others that wasn't about their business and wanted to make money and go home to their families. That wanted to do other things. Whatever those might be, we're not here to discuss those. Everybody went down due to it. So when you dudes is on YouTube fighting, making sure that you keep other toxic people around you so y'all could talk about how y'all gonna go attack other YouTube content creators or whatever the case might be, I don't know. Don't be mad at the YouTube content creators that get out. Don't be mad at the YouTube content creators that make something happen for themselves and then don't double back for you. Because while they was building whatever they was building and doing whatever they was doing, you didn't want to get out of the mud. You wanted to stay in it. Sometimes people are mad at you because you chose the best decision for yourself. And the best decision for yourself is sometimes to distance yourself from people. With that being said, be coachable. Understand your value. Understand the value of the people that you have around you and keep people of value around you. There's a ton of things that I'm not good at. And I'm always looking for people who can do these things. Because I'm not good at them. We got some things that's coming up as usual. I tried to work with people in the past, but I'm not going to be able to do the thing that I want to do working with them. I wish them all the luck. I wish them all the fortune. I am in no way upset, angry, or pissed off, even at the opportunities and the times that they did things that actually hurt my progress. You can't want a person to win. A person has to want to win on their own. I was practicing since elementary school, 2nd and 3rd grade on my signature. I'm going to make sure I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to have to give that bitch out. You want to know what the worst part about being a good journalist is? When you fuck with somebody and you find out some shit about them because you're just a good journalist and you know how to do your job and you realize you don't want to be associated with the thing, but you don't hate the person. We got videos coming up today, y'all. I need all of my writers on deck. We got videos that's going to be coming out today. I feel refreshed. I feel invigorated. I feel energized. And if you're not following Wild on IG, you're missing out. You got some really, really good insight. I'm not about scraping the bottom of the barrel. I'm about getting out the barrel, leaving the rest of the crabs there. With that being said, let's call out the drops for the day. Anybody want to give out any hated drops at the last minute? We are here. I pressed the wrong button. Expect videos to be dropping today around, got a meeting at 2, around 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Maybe around 1. It depends how lunch goes. With that being said, shout out to James S with the $5.01 drop. Shout out to Straight Ballin' with the $1.99 drop. Shout out to Straight Ballin' with the $5 drop. Shout out to Derek with the $10 drop. Shout out to DZ with the $5.10 drop. Shout out to Lex Luger with the area code $9.12 drop. And shout out to Salty Sack with the $5 drop. Definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best. Do not let no one tell you different. I'm gonna get up out of here. Please go do something positive today. Go encourage other people to be the best person that they could be, because in that moment you being the best person that you could be. Also, I just want to be clear on something. If anybody is out there has ever tried to help me with anything, but you're trying to do it from the shadows and I don't know that you're trying to help me, please don't get upset at me if you're coming at me in a manner and I can't tell if you're friend or foe. I got a lot of foes out here that try to act like friends. I just want to say that. So if I can't tell, it's probably because there's been a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.